All right. All right. And we are live. Hey, everybody. It's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it is time for a Natty or Not. And I'm going to check the volume, make sure the volume is good. No, it is not. We got to crank that back up. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me get a sip of my protein shake. In my Mutopia milk. Man, that is delicious. All not natural protein because it's been ultra pasteurized. Got that optimal nutrition way because being natty sucks. Test life is the best life. Now let's talk about natty or not. A bunch of people have said, Jason, let's get rid of this jackass right here. I'm going to let funny trolls stay. Get rid of the jackasses. All right, you're gone. Get the fuck out of here. A bunch of people said, Jason, cover Steve Shaw. Is he natty? I'm like, I know Steve Shaw's not natty. And then I had to look into it. I'm like, is this dude actually claiming natty? And I'm not trying to be a narc or anything, but Steve and I used to be friends. We used to talk. And then the dude jumped up and trash talked me. The dude jumped up and trash talked me later in public after deciding to not be my friend over some nonsense. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to narc the guy out with specifics, but we had conversations. So when it's kind of like, I'm like, so did he later claim he became natural and then he came off the gear? Because to me, he was a known gear user that we all kind of talked. I'm just saying, guys, so this is kind of bullshit that I find out he is up here lying about being natty. He's a fake natty. Like, this is not even a question. And it wouldn't matter if he was only 120 pounds. I knew him from back in the day of being a gear user. And he also did untested meats. Right? He also did untested meats. So what are we even talking about? So what's the deal? Why is Steve up here being a liar? Steve, you know test life is the best life. So why are you then fronting and trying to sell this bullshit? I mean, Steve, you're free to call me out and reach out to me and be like, dude, that's not cool. But you called me out on some bullshit, right? You called me out on some bullshit. And you're up here lying about being natural now when I know for a fact, without even looking at what you're doing these days, that you were enhanced back in the day. You claiming you quit in your 50s? Well, why are you carrying so much muscle? Because, by the way, Steve is a good coach. I want to be clear. Like, I have no problem with Steve's knowledge. Steve knows a lot about training. He is a good coach. He's a good lifter. He is knowledgeable. Okay? It's not like the guy doesn't know what he's doing. It's not like him using gear is a problem. It's not like him using gear is any sort of problem. Like, all his stuff is perfectly acceptable for an enhanced lifter. His lifts were good. He had a great total and untested powerlifting. He's way bigger than a natural should be, definitely for being in his 50s. He knows test life is the best life. What's the fucking problem, Steve? Steve, why are you going to sell out like that? You like testosterone. I like testosterone. We all like tests. What's the fucking problem? Why do you need to get up and lie about it? See, that's the bullshit, right? That's some bullshit. Dude's going to stand there and lie when he's a gear user who likes tests. He's been on it for decades. He enjoys the benefits, and now he's going to market to this whole noble natty crowd in an era where most people have come clean. Keep in mind, most people out here have come clean. It's only a little niche market trying to market to dumbass kids who is claiming they don't ever use anything. We're in an era where TRT is the normal. Mainstream doesn't care about natural. We're in testosterone is great even for non-lifters as they get older. Women get growth hormone to tighten their skin who are non-lifters. They get it prescribed. I've known women who do it, who go to the longevity clinics to get it. Ozempic is the norm. What delusional world do we live in where anybody outside of a little niche group of loser-ass kids, young, naive, impressionable kids are buying into it on the internet, and then some of the old guard, competitive, natural guys. Right? Outside of that, nobody cares about this. So why get up and lie in front? It's not like his knowledge isn't good for naturals. I mean, Steve knows what he's doing. He's a good coach. He's a good coach. What's the problem? I didn't even know I got a package, by the way, guys. I haven't checked. I'll investigate later. I actually haven't checked, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about, to be fair. I'll investigate. But thank you for letting me know that you guys probably sent me something weird in the mail to let me know that you guys are all gay. Because that's probably what's going to be, something to show me that my haters are all gay. That's sure showing me, guys. Right? Back over to the topic, Steve Shaw. So that would be my question, Steve. And Steve, you're free to contact me. You're free to contact me, dude. You know how to reach me. You know how to reach me on all my social media. You know how to get in my DMs. Get rid of all these clowns right here. Let's get people in here who are actually serious about these topics. So, now, yeah, Legend, it's very clear I have weird, obsessed stalkers, and they're all obsessed with my butt. They're all in the closet. They're all gay. And they believe that projecting this stuff onto me proves something about me. It's like, dude, you guys need help. Y'all need help for your issues, man. But I'm addressed back to Steve. That's the matter at hand. So, Steve, my question to you, dude, man to man, why do you need to lie to your fans? When you and I both know you're on gear and you like tests and love tests. So why do you need to fake and lie? In this era when most people are just being honest about it, why aren't you out here promoting the virtues of test life as the best life? You know that you enjoy the benefits. Why do you need to get up and lie in front? Like, how does this make you a good person? Guys, I've made plenty of progress. You just saw the pictures. I'm squatting back in the 500s again. Y'all just need to stop. So, Pepper Pig says, is 5'10", 160 pounds of 10% body fat still considered really skinny? No. It's not lifter big, but it's not skinny. Jones, let me get this straight. So you think my lifts at a lighter body weight and a lower body fat, if you think they're the same as 13 years ago, 2.5 age classes higher, that doesn't count as progress? That actually counts as progress. That counts as progress. Dude, you guys are, I can tell you right now, whatever you're lifting at 35, you probably will not be lifting it at 48. So let's get rid of these jackasses. And let's get over to actual real stuff. Jones, that's not cheating. That's a normal part of every sport on earth. So Jones, all these world record holders are all cheaters. You're telling me that John Jones is a cheater. You're telling me that Conor McGregor is a cheater. I mean, what a fucking dipshit, dude. Hey, Jones, you're a fucking dipshit. You literally think that doing water cuts for sports to make weight classes is considered cheating? Are you a fucking ass? Actually, why am I asking a redundant question? We know you're a stupid fucking jackass. It's blaringly obvious with what you just wrote. You should actually be embarrassed. Like, be glad that you're not using your real name and face typing that stupid butt fucking retarded shit. All right. Okay. Well, I'm banning trolls, Francia. I said for a little bit I was going to let them run, but I've noticed I don't have to let them run to keep the outreach going. They did a mass unfollow yesterday, and I've already surpassed the sub count of where they were at when they started dropping out. I'm good, dude. I'm going to let certain people say, here's the rule that I made. What's the rule I made in the coffee chat today? If someone is man enough to get up and make videos with their real voice and their real face and all that, and they want to talk trash, I'm going to leave them unbanned. But anonymous, loser, coward virgins who hide, who completely hide behind a screen, they don't get to stay. If you want the privilege to talk shit about me, you have to do it with your real face and your real voice to the camera. Otherwise, you're a pussy ass bitch made motherfucking coward. You're a bitch. So, now the outreach is done fine, Chuck. I gave you guys the rules. If you guys can't get up and do stuff without hiding your identity, you don't get to stay. Now, get back to the topic. Topic is Steve being a fake natty, bringing shame to the game when he knows test life is the best life. Not like we haven't all talked about this, Steve, in the past. So why you gonna lie to your audience? Are you scared of the noble natties? You're scared they're going to come after you? You scared of natural hypertrophy? Who's going to talk about Jason Blay Blay and his outrageous French accent is going to make a video about Steve Shaw calling you out? Are you that scared of him? Okay. Are you that scared? Because that's what people are telling me. Oh, Steve is scared of the noble natties. He's part of that clique. With little Cubby, aka Strap-on Destiny, who loves his trend. I don't think he's actually French, guys. I think that's a fake accent. He's not actually French, dude. He's a fake too. We need to discuss that further also. Right? When he gets up here with his fake accent, with my outrageous French accent, I am natural hypertrophy. Or to talk about Jason Blay Blay, and I fought in your general direction. Okay. Because his accent is obviously fake. No, I don't think Louis Marco has a fake accent. But Louis Marco was from, I believe he was from Algeria. I used to chat with Louis Marco. No, we were on really good terms. Oh, I just don't think Frenchie is actually French. I think everything he does is a fake front. The whole thing. I mean, because the guy stood there and made up lies about me for 25 hours to build his outreach, talking about evidence of blank sheets of paper. I don't have a top 3 favorite natties. What did Omar say about me? You guys send me the link on social media. Let me see what he said. Did you know Vegan Games mentions 410? That's what I've heard. What brand of peanut butter? I haven't bought any at the moment. I mean, whatever brand that I happen to like. I like the H-E-B one lately. But I mean, I've done, what are some of the others? Whatever, Smuckers and stuff like that. All right. Cameron, any good natural peanut butter should be fine, though. Whatever you prefer. So, hey, you big? I actually have no idea because I haven't checked outside yet. I'm assuming that one of these clowns sent me another package. I don't know. But I actually am unaware of it till the stream, so they're kind of wasting their time. I'm not going to end my stream to go check the door. All right. No, it's doing great, Chuck. My views are going up. My subscribers are going up. Hey, Peter, I'm on. I don't claim otherwise. I am on gear, dude. I'm very open about it. Hey, Legend, do we have 25 hours for me to repeat every bullshit lie and go find out everything he said? The dude stood there and just made up 25 hours of shit about me because he's a pathological liar while accusing me of being one. Antonio, that was all for fun. Antonio, you do realize I made it very clear I was trolling. It was blaringly obvious. That's why I used to laugh when doing it. That's why we had the slang term, natural lifters lifting natural weights naturally and eating natural peanut butter. All right. Thank you, Nick. I think I'm funny as hell too. Antonio, the problem is the risk of copyright strikes if I'm not careful. Like reaction videos are dicey territory if someone wants to be vindictive. Like it is basically opening him up to create problems for me and at least temporarily lose my check mark and shit. It's not worth it. That would actually give him power over me. So that would be extremely fucking stupid. So, fake natties. No, GYT is not even remotely true. I'm 5'9", which is 6 foot in internet stats. Like dead serious. So that's another really weird ass rumor these people have made up. So again, obviously, back, you guys have seen me at other things. You've seen me at events next to other people over the years. My height's been measured on camera. You've seen DEXA scans. A perfect example is if they can't even get the height right and they're going to lie about my height, then you know they're lying about everything because I've already proven the height. For fuck's sake, guys. So basically, this proves that all these people who talk shit are willing to just make up anything about me. So therefore, you can't believe anything that they say. Yeah, let's get rid of all this bullshit. All right, so let's get over to real questions. Robert said, I'm just getting back to lifting after losing 40 pounds in cancer treatment. It's so hard starting over. Any tips? Oh man, that's rough. Let's get over to actually helping people now. I'm not going to talk about her. I actually have been requested not to. But yeah, she is very, very tall. But over to Robert. My advice, ease back into it slowly. Lots of calories, lots of protein. Do not eat garbage food though to get there. You don't want to recause cancer again. So try to eat a healthy, balanced diet with a lot of protein. Regain weight slowly and ease back into your training, dude. Take it one day at a time. You know, one day at a time, Robert. I do have coaching slots open if you have the budget for it. Hit me up. It seems there are far more fake natties on YouTube than actual natties. Who do you think YouTube? The actual natties are going to be rare. Peter, you guys have been caught making up like 30 lies about me. Come on, just stop. Like you don't get to say Jason lies about everything when you're say that I lied about things that were true. Like it's not how it works, dude. All right. Wow, the viewers already well because I didn't keep up the fire. No, it's because I didn't keep up the fire. One yesterday hit 100, or it was the day before. Hey, Redmond, what do you mean a massive discount? A client's a client. All right. Jason, come to switch and focus from functional strength to aesthetics. I don't understand your question, Legend. Please ask it a different way. TJ says, since people like Jerry Ward, Rich Piana, Dallas Carter all passed away, how do you think it'll be next on drug usage? No, because they're not. It's not even remotely comparable. Keep in mind, Dallas McCarver used extreme, insane doses. Okay, more so than those other guys. Jerry and Rich both used extremely heavy doses and also had recreational drug abuse problems. I mean, there's a lot going on there, dude. All right. Can we get a Hersoviac Natty, Nat or not Z or not? Hersoviac is on the list. We will get to Hersoviac. Callie with his watermelon fast. Yeah, we need to do Callie muscle too. You big, by the way, since you're not a malicious troll, then I'm gonna let you stay a little longer. How's that sound? Is that fair? These other jackasses have to go. All right. I don't mind a little bit of fun banter. No, GY, I'm not on welfare. That's insane. Seen in your early videos, your goals to increase powerlifting total. Oh, I still want to be strong. My strength is going back up. It is definitely aesthetics now. It's what do you mean seems like? I thought I've been extremely clear in that transition over. I mean, was it not made extremely clear? I've said it many times. Right? So I don't know what the confusion is. If you have someone who did powerlifting and then they say they want to shift to aesthetics for a few years and they do that, I don't see where there's a confusion. I've been very, very clear at that point, right? Haven't I? Or did you? I mean, that's cool. Like maybe you missed it. Would you ever consider competing in powerlifting again? Sure. Oh, well, we got plenty of people in here. Sam says, Jason, how short is the shortest? I don't have a height limit on that. Like, my dating criteria is not based upon a woman's height. I've dated pretty extremes on that scale. I've dated as short as 4'11", and I've dated as tall as like 5'10". So it's a pretty wide range. So I don't really set that as a criteria. I do have a preference for tattoos. I do have a preference. I like alt girls. I mean, I think everyone knows that. Everybody knows that, right? Ruben, I'm not going to go to, man, you guys ask the weirdest questions about that stuff. Would you do a powerlifting meet? Like, that's not how powerlifting meets work. You don't do them with people. You show up at a meet, and whoever's there is who's there. Like you're saying, would I go through the trouble to go find an event where they're both going to be at? No, that's fucking stupid. Would I still compete at a meet if they happen to show up? Do you keep up with Mark Lobliner? No, not really. All right. Just answer the questions. Dean, what are you asking? Hey, Hyper, that is your purview, and that's your thing, dude. You are free to date who you want to date, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like every person has their rules of what they look for and what they will and won't date, and there's nothing wrong with having whatever you want. I don't have any issue with that. All right. Ian McCarthy is lost. You need to guide him. Oh. True. I need to fire this back up. Let's be a dick to some of these people. This one guy, too, goes, Alex Rawson is going to be at your next meet with a film girl. Well, he may want to be careful. I might have a restraining order by then, which would be really, really fucking bad for him. All right. Coach, are you ever going to put up client vlogs? I don't currently want to do any client vlogs. I did a cut from 88 kilograms to 83 kilograms and already lost 2 reps on my bench. My 5 rep max became 3 rep max, but maintained strength on squat and deadlift. Is the muscle loss or just probably lost leverages? Weren't you and Ian friends at one time? Yes, we were. Sam, I don't know how to answer that one. That's, again, I suppose it might, but I don't have an answer. Jason, it's probably better not do a public powerlifting meet if someone attack you while you're on the platform doing your lift. Well, in theory, but that also is not going to go well at an event for that person. It's not like there aren't other people there and they're going to put up with it. I mean, that's dumb. Jay Baxter, no, you won't. Jason, who has better genetics in your opinion, Greg Doucette or Mike Israetel? Is that a real question? Because it's not even close. Are you talking in terms of bodybuilding or powerlifting? Greg wins by a mile. I mean, whatever you might think of Greg as a person, you can't claim the guy is not genetically gifted for bodybuilding and powerlifting, but you can't claim that. He clearly is. I saw in the comment section of Solomon Nelson and people were talking about Jason. I don't even know who Solomon Nelson is. Eric's, Selena says, just had a physically demanding day at work. I skipped a day session or just get it over with. Go get it over with. No, Jay Baxter, you were not welcome at my home at all. I missed 20 minutes. So what do you think? I don't have the specifics of what I think he's using, but he's not natural. I don't know what his current stack is these days, but I'm going to assume it's at least a testosterone base. You don't go from being an enhanced lifter to stopping using gear in your 50s and staying massive. Okay, that's not how it works. The view counts have been doing okay. I'm happy with it. Steve advocates breaking at the knees during the squat is breaking at the hips. Better hips. This should be broke simultaneously. I generally recommend that you try to break it both concurrently. My advice. Cal says, all I know is I've been following Jason's programs. I'm at 1,400 total and now one of the strongest people walking the earth. Hey, man, glad to hear it, dude. Cal, keep putting in the work, dude, year after year. You doing good mornings tomorrow? Yep, they should be on the training agenda. Probably both are getting bigger pudding. Both are getting bigger. No, guys, I'm going to be sassy. I just don't feel like having to yell at you guys every stream. It's just getting ridiculous. I can just get rid of the worst offenders. If people can be, semi-fun trolls, y'all can stay. If you can put up real footage, like notice I've left Vegeta, I've left, who else? I mean, natural hypertrophy is unbanned. He's free to post here. Vegan Games is free to post in here. The Dr. Rat Poll is free to post in here. Fight Time Productions is all free to post in here. People who are willing to trash talk me with their real name and real voice in a video, like real people, dude, I'm not banning them. It's you losers who hide. You losers who probably don't lift. You're probably virgins who live in your mom's basement. You don't get to fucking post. You don't get to come in here and talk shit because you're cowards. Well, I've heard of them now. It's not like people haven't made me aware of them over time. You are aware. People tell me about this. Oh, they reacted. They've already started reacting, Chuck. Strap-on reacted, GVS reacted, and I'm going to keep knocking Frenchie's dick in the dirt. I'm going to keep calling him out until he has to react. He's not going to have a choice eventually. I'm going to keep talking trash about him the way he did about me. I'll pick a fight. Yeah. All right. Vegeta says, are you going to show up to one of Natural Hypertrophy streams? I've never been in anybody's streams. I don't even know how to find a stream. Like, to be honest, I actually have no idea how to find somebody's stream. I don't know how you guys find my stream. Okay. Well, the making up stuff about me is a pretty fucking big deal. I mean, I could go in hard on his anime stuff. We'll go in on that. Which of the noble knights you think is on the highest gear doses? Probably Paris Butler. No, Vegeta, meaning I don't know how to find them. I actually will have to go Google it. I actually don't know how to find a live stream on YouTube. Okay. Let me start this over. How do you find the video? What video? You do realize I only, well, no, I mean, I would have to go, that's what I mean. I'm going to have to go look it up. What I'm saying is I don't actually know how you guys are finding the live streams because I've never watched a live stream live before on YouTube my entire life. So I actually have no idea what feed they're located in. So just saying, I'm not saying I can't figure it out. Let me restart such a thing. There are no videos in the interface that I use to click on. So, yeah, I've literally never watched anybody else's streams live. I've never seen a live stream from another YouTuber. So I'm sure there's a place you find them, and I'm sure I can Google it and find out. All right. Okay, but so you would have to know the live is going then, I'm assuming. So let me see how this works. All right, so Vegeta, I'm going to go over to your channel. Let me see if I can figure this out. So if I go to your channel, there'll be a thing that says live. All right. So videos. Yeah. So that clearly doesn't work. All right, I'll go research it. All right. I heard Alpha Destiny got up to 150 milligrams of Adderall a day when he got his big bench. That wouldn't surprise me. Okay. Both Alex and Paris have massively proportionally more developed, possibly anabolics. Other gear stuff will be a little different. Specifically, androgens are obviously like steroids are going to be more upper body dominant, but other stuff like insulin and stuff will not be. They sent me direct links to those lives. Yeah, Scotty sent me a link through Messenger. Let me check. I'm not technologically inept. I just don't use all the features of YouTube like a regular user. For me, YouTube is a business. I don't actually come to YouTube to watch YouTube. I come to YouTube to interact through my my interface, like a creator interface. So I do everything through Creator Studio on YouTube. So I don't actually use the homepage. So that might make some sense to people. I exclusively log in through the user, what's it called? The studio. So the channel dashboard and all of that. So Creator Studio is what I use. All right. Is it common for heavyweight powerlifters to use GH and insulin, or is it much? No, it's getting really common. Chip, as far as I'm aware, the vast majority of the stuff he said he lied about. Well, Dean, I'm sure entering a live stream is not that difficult, but you have to go look for them. Like, since I've never actually looked for a live stream before on YouTube, I would have to go spend a couple minutes researching where to find it. All right. No, I'm talking about going to them while they're running. All right, so where are we at? Dallas says, I remember Alex was stuck at 275 to 315 bench for years. Like most advanced naturals, and all of a sudden his bench mid 300, 405 while being lean. And, yep. I mean, remember when he broke the low 300s and he'd been training 6 or 7 years already, and then jumps all the way to 405. Okay. What's the best stuff for helping repair damaged tendons? Growth hormone. All right. Hey, Dean, I use the creator interface. Now I know how to get 20 channels closed down through one click of a button for stealing my content, because that's part of the creator studio for like people with a check mark and stuff, right? I know how to do all that. Tommy P, hey coach, are you a medical doctor? No, obviously not. I think he did. So what I need to do is let him just accumulate a bunch of them at once and hit him all at once. He's got a bunch accumulated. I like to wait now till I have at least 30 to 50 ready to go, so I can just click all my stuff one time, type my name one time, and hit the enter button, and hit 30 to 50 videos at once, and it'll hit all those channels. So yeah, I mean, if he just gets enough in there, eventually I can just hit it. I think he has 3 or 4 in the copyright tool now that they're saying, hey, these can be removed. But I don't like to just pop individual small videos. I like to wait till I get a whole bunch. And that way you just get rid of 5 or 6 channels all at one time. I know that's really lazy. Coach, honest question, even if all these guys are not Natty, how come they have more ball? Yeah, he's not natural though. Do you think Alex would even have a fitness channel if he was 6 feet tall? I don't know about that. I mean, tall guys are not doing that well with fitness channels. The shorter guys are going to look way more stacked on camera. That's why they win bodybuilding. Like your average guy at the Mr. Olympia is like 5'6" or 5'7", right? You guys have met all these Mr. Olympia competitors at events. They're all fairly short. It's hard to look really thick in a picture or a camera unless you're short, comparatively to those guys. Yeah. Lars, this is a Q&A, Lars. You get real-time Q&As, dude. So what did the other guy ask that I've heard of? So Jason Greg Doucette once said genetic beast has a learning disability. I mean, that appears to be the case. That's why I don't want to troll or clown the guy. I'm just going to leave him alone. I just don't like him stealing tons and tons of my videos without asking. Like, all he has to do is ask, but he didn't. Right? He didn't. I've let a couple of people who asked me permission to reuse some of my videos without hitting them with the tool, and I've set them to the side because they were polite and just said, hey, dude, do you mind? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine, dude. It's not that hard to ask someone's permission to use part of their video. It really isn't. Dorian, yeah, well, I don't know if Dorian was tall. I've met Dorian. I don't remember him being like close to 6 foot or anything. Yeah, that's not how it has to be fair use, though. Those are not fair use the way they're using them. No, you can't. There's nothing you can strike my channel for. That's not how it works, dude. You're going to strike my channel. For what? I'm not re-uploading. If I did a reaction video to natural hypertrophy, yes, he might be able to do one for that. My copyright tool didn't detect that guy, Ruben. So I try not to use them unless the tool detects them, because that makes it harder to counter, because YouTube has already accepted that it's probably a copyright violation and their AI tells you. Question: what's going to happen to Jason once DJT is sworn in? Anyone know the answer? I assume the economy will get better. My clients will probably shoot way back up, probably raise prices. Right? I expect that to happen. I mean, dude, the economy was good. Like, the economy was good. Like, I was doing pretty good under that, and even for a while after the end of his presidency, people had disposable income. All right. Whether you love or hate the man, we all know that's true. Dorian's listed at 5'10". He's definitely not 5'10". Jeffrey, I don't get any welfare or Section 8, so that doesn't affect me. I'm going to go with the AR platform. Antonio, I literally don't understand the welfare rumors at all. I literally don't get it. Like, that's one of those where I just simply don't understand where they're coming from. I mean, some stuff I get, like I get the bald stuff, obviously. The Section 8, I actually don't understand it all. It just seems weird to me. Again, this is what I mean, an example of you guys just making shit up. Y'all can't even possibly believe that. Oh my God. And that's why I call you guys fucking idiots. Like, you guys can't even possibly believe that. You can't believe it's true. So I just can't, it's not even remotely fucking imaginable that you guys actually believe that. I don't care how fucking delusional you are, you just can't. Like, you guys have to know you're just making it up, and that's why it seems so stupid, because you guys just keep saying the same thing. All right. JB, what supplements are you taking? Protein, creatine, extra strength fish oil, melatonin. Well, I don't film myself out of the house much. I do put up some stuff when I'm out. I don't know why you guys think I don't leave the house. I do put a little bit of stuff up here and there. It's just not a lot. I don't like people knowing what I'm doing. Okay. You guys are just rehashing the same stupid, silly bullshit that's not even true. Yeah. just gonna get rid of this silly shit. All right, let's get over to actual topics because I'm not going to be in here much longer. Let's get to people who actually have real questions that aren't just making up the same stupid shit. Can you do a full day of eating video? No, I don't want to do all my eating on camera. I mean, I put up plenty of pictures of my food. And that should be enough for you guys. You see my grocery shopping. You see a bunch of my meals. They're all on Facebook pretty frequently. Hey, Vegeta, if you want an honest answer, I would prefer to completely forget the existence of that person you even mentioned. Like, if I could forget an entire existence of someone, it would be him. Can I leave it there? Is that fair? That is definitely a small ass, tiny little chunk of section of my life I would like to just forget. I was also the most miserable of my life at that point, by the way. I was in bed sick. I was medically disabled at that point, sick and in bed, and fighting with depression at that point in my life. It was so I could tell you that was one of the darkest moments of my life. And so because of that, it's just not something I want to harp on or ever discuss with another human being. And is that fair? I mean, just all bullshit aside, I think that's a fair answer, man to man. I just don't want to relive that dark, little short period of time in my life. Yeah, I was definitely not doing okay at that point, to put it mildly. I was able to move some, but if I tried to leave much, I would have serious vertigo attacks, start vomiting. Like riding in a car, I would vomit. It was rough. Sometimes, yeah, there were days when if I tried to get up and even walk in the house, I would be on the floor puking. So it was a pretty dark period of time physically and then emotionally for me too. Like it was, yeah. So I mean, I can say that is possibly the darkest period of time in my entire life, and I was getting therapy. I was getting therapy at that time. So, all right, okay. About to sneeze here. Actually, let me blow my nose. Yeah, so that was a chicken bone. Hold on. I forgot that little piece of chicken bone was still in there from my breast earlier. I gotta clean that up. Sorry about that, guys. You met Dorian? No, I've met Dorian for about 5 seconds. Okay. What was your diet back then? It was complete garbage. Yeah, legend, the Meniere's disease is in my medical records. So, yeah. Like, that's not a reasonable claim. It is in my medical records. Hey, Chuck, I literally have no side to that. That's the problem. I have no clue. Would there be any benefits for a 75-year-old man to do Primo if he's doing 100 milligrams of test already? I don't know, possibly. Ruben, burnout. I went through burnout phase. My wife confirmed that I had it. Oh, you guys are trying all that shit. All right. You're talking about Anna. Yeah, it's cute. You guys want to try to claim that someone who is dead said something to you, or whatever, dude. So they can't defend themselves. I met him at Body Power, the expo. He was there. He happens to live in that country. Surprise, surprise. That Dorian Yates was at the biggest expo in the country he lives in. What are the odds? I bumped into him walking around, though. I bumped into him for a moment. Like, he wasn't at a booth. He was like coming out of the bathroom. I was heading to the bathroom, and I bumped into him. Like, holy shit, it's Dorian Yates. Yeah, I stopped and talked to him for about 10 seconds and let him go because I had to go to the bathroom. That was the end of it. But it was at the expo. No, Chuck, meaning I don't know the origin. I'm not saying I haven't heard about it. I'm saying I literally don't know where it came from. Have you ever had a concussion? No. When we get the NH Natty or not? We didn't really talk about anything. He was there for 10 seconds, passed by, stopped, said it was Dorian. I'm like, oh my God, it's Dorian Yates. And I'm just like, I watched you on ESPN when I was a kid, even years ago. I remember that. He said, oh yeah, it's cool, mate. And I'm like, yeah, cool, man. I just met Dorian Yates and did a little handshake, and I went to the bathroom. That was the end of it. That was like our whole conversation. And again, it was at Body Power Expo, which you guys know I was there. You know, he was there. I don't think I bumped into him another time. No, so there was no real conversation. Coach, what type of white rice are you going with? I like basmati and long grain both. Have you met any celebrities? I suppose a handful. I think the article thing came from Shadow Man. Did you see the video where Shadow Man apologized? No, I didn't see the apology at all. I wasn't aware he made one. I was going to do Natty or not. Yeah, it's going to happen. Was it Meniere's disease, Ruben? There's multiple hypotheses. Ruben, are you wanting a definitive answer, or are you just wanting speculations by my doctors? Because they didn't have a full answer. In fact, their answers were, we know there's an autoimmune component, and it's part of your autoimmune system attacking. We also know there may be a hereditary component, but I also had a bunch of trauma and other damage in my ears from my childhood, which may have contributed to it. Because before I got the Meniere's, I already had a bone and skin tympanoplasty. So my left eardrum is a skin graft from my thigh. One of the stipes in my left ear is a piece of my skull. So that was done when I was 13. So I was deaf for 8 years in my left ear, and I was deaf for 2 to 3 in the right. When the eardrums ruptured, the right one grew back on its own. The left one had to be surgically repaired. So they think that could have been a factor also. So are you looking for a definitive or just what I have to work with? Lars says jasmine rice stand here, good for Thai food. Probably, yeah. Is that the expo? Yeah, I hung out with Ogus. I spent a couple hours chatting with Ogus in Nevada. Yeah, I mean, obviously it was bigger than Ogus. I gave him a piggyback ride. I'm pretty sure someone got it on camera. Vagina infections, but my therapist thinks it could have been from my childhood abuse, could have been a factor. Because there was physical abuse in addition to the disturbing stuff. So that could have been a factor. No, I had signs of it before steroid use. And actually, what I find is that anabolics seem to lower my symptoms, by the way. So testosterone actually seems to reduce my symptoms, and it's because it makes my cortisol go back down. So, because it seems to be part of the autoimmune component, I do have an elevated cortisol. Hey, John, lots of my family are very aware that he did, and are more than willing to discuss it. So you can't go there, dude. Again, that's an example of you guys just being shitty human beings. Okay. That is you guys just being terrible human beings. To come after abuse survivors when there's evidence, other people know about it in your family who've come forward and to claim that. I want you to step back and think about what sort of human being that makes you. Even if you hate me, do you understand the precedent you are setting to get up and to publicly tell abuse survivors that they're lying? And that goes to all these people who've done that in these groups. You do understand the precedent you were setting of how terrible that is. To get up and to teach people that it is okay to tell child abuse survivors that they're lying when they come forward later because you don't like them. Really, I want you to really think about that one. Because I'm not lying about it, dude. That's the whole point. I'm absolutely not lying about it. And so that is why that is so terrible. Okay. I think you have a typo because I don't know who Noah is. Are you a fan of bench press triceps? If you have the shoulders for it. All right, we're past an hour. Yeah, Noah's Ark, like, what's some weird ass shit. But in any event, guys, we are well past an hour. I'm going to go ahead and wind it down. I love all of you guys and gals, and I will talk to you next time.